everybody, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Today I'm going to be talking all about a bracelet that has literally changed my life. And if you are someone like me who suffers with multiple chronic illnesses, I'm sure this could be a life changer for you as well. And even if you don't have any chronic illnesses, I'm sure this bracelet could change your life in one way or another. So specifically, I will be talking all about the Embr Wave bracelet from Embr Labs. I do want to let you guys know that they did in fact send this to me to try out and show you guys all about it and sit here and talk about it, and I am forever grateful and thankful that I get to partner up with them. So quick summary is that this is a bracelet that can warm you up if you are cold or cool you down if you are hot, which I will get way more into in a little bit. I do want to go over some other specs of it first. As always, links to the products will be listed down below for you guys. If you guys have tried this bracelet, let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments because I'd love to hear. And if you guys have any questions related to the bracelet after you watch the video, leave them in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. And if I can't personally answer them, I will go ahead and reach out to Embr Labs and see if one of them can answer it for me, and then I will get back to you. So now let's just get started. So before I get into showing you guys how the bracelet works and how to set it up, I do want to go over a few things beforehand. So like I keep saying, this is the Embr Wave bracelet by Embr Labs, and essentially it is a personal thermostat on your wrist. It is possibly the coolest thing ever, and there are so many people who are skeptical about it, but it truly works. And let me tell you, you're gonna be kind of mind blown the first time you try it out. So basically it is this bracelet that you wear on your wrist. A lot of people have compared it to like a house arrest bracelet because, I mean, in all reality it does kind of look like you have a device monitor on your wrist. But then on the other side, a lot of people simply think it's a funny looking Apple Watch that you're wearing the wrong way. And the reason people think that is because of the strap. This is the strap for it. The one that comes with it is the magnetized one, and I actually have the same exact band for my actual Apple Watch. The magnet on this is so strong, and it's just super easy to take on and off. You literally slip your hand out, and then you always want it to be on the inside of your wrist. And the bracelet comes in two different colors. It comes in silver, and it also comes in rose gold. Mine is obviously the rose gold one. There are a bunch of accessories you can get too. There's a travel carrying case, and there are also different bands you can buy. As for the cost, this bracelet costs $299, and a lot of you are probably thinking,
whoa, that's a lot of money for a bracelet.
But let me tell you, it is 100% worth it. And if you can't pay for it all up front, they do have a payment plan where you can pay $25 a month until it's paid off. And if you're really interested in trying it, but you're really skeptical and you think it's a lot of money, they do have a 30-day return policy. So if you try it out, find out that it's not for you, all you have to do is go ahead and return it. And one of my favorite things is that it has a 2 to 3 day battery life. So it's not something you have to charge every single night or every single morning or every single day, unlike my Apple Watch, which can be fully charged in the morning and then die at night. And it also only takes an hour and a half to 2 hours to fully charge. How it works is it essentially pulses different temperature fluctuations on your wrist. You can either activate it directly on the bracelet, as well as they have an app. And what's great is that the app lets you customize pretty much everything about the bracelet. You can even customize certain modes using the app, and then select the mode if you have a certain issue going on, and it will do a certain time frame, a certain temperature, a certain number of pulses, and everything like that based on what you want, as well as they have a bunch of preset modes. If you're using just the bracelet part to activate it, there is this bar right here, and you press the plus sign if you want hot or the minus side for cold. Literally right now I can feel it. It's a very similar feeling to putting an ice cube on your wrist or cold water. It is the neatest thing ever. And I actually have a specific mode set right now called GI mode, and basically it will go to the lowest temperature and it will pulsate for 5 minutes. I figured I would also show you guys the box and all the contents in it. So this is the box, and when you open it up, obviously you can see that the bracelet is right there, and then you can go ahead and pull it out, and underneath that is the charger cord, which is blue, and it also comes with this cute little carrying bag, and then at the bottom you get an instruction booklet. And now we're gonna get into how to actually use it. So obviously the first thing you're gonna have to do is take the bracelet out of the box and charge it. And how you will know the bracelet is charging is it will show a green light on the bar for the temperature change that will fade in and out. And then once the bracelet is fully charged, the bar will become solid green. And where you stick the cable in is directly under the wrist strap. And like I mentioned earlier, they do have an app to go along with the bracelet. And if you're an Apple user like I am, all you have to do is go onto the App Store and type in Embr, and then the app comes up. I had previously downloaded it, but I did want to show you guys what it looks like in the App Store. And then when you open it up, this is the screen you get, which is the demo that'll walk you through the entire process of setting up your bracelet. So the first thing you are given is a screen that says, "Welcome to Embr Wave. Let's take a quick tour," and then you're gonna press "Let's start." Then it will just go through and tell you all the ways that the wave works and give you a bunch of scenarios in which the Embr Wave may help you. Once it gets to that point, you can go ahead and click the "See How It Works" button. The next screen will have you put the bracelet on, and it'll show you that this block right here needs to be on the inside of your wrist. Then it goes on to tell you that when you use the warm setting, you'll feel soothing warmth, and when you use the cool setting, you'll feel a refreshing cool. And then it just shows you how the thermal waves stimulate your temperature-sensitive nerve endings found just beneath the surface of your skin, and it tells you to take note as to how you are feeling before you start using it. Then you can finally go ahead and try it by pressing either the cooling side or the warming side. I decided to go with the cooling side, and then as you guys can see here, you can actually adjust the degrees all the way up to -11, and then on the other side, you can do it to +11, and the default is that it will go for 5 minutes. Like I mentioned earlier, you can actually set up specific modes or choose the preset ones. Something really useful is that the data from the bracelet actually syncs to the app and will show you your usage from the entire week, and you can actually go back and see how long you used either the heat or the cold for. They also have a goals part of it where you set your goals for how you want the bracelet to work for you based on how bothered you are by something, as well as how the thing bothering you interferes with your life. So those are all the basics I have about the bracelet, and now I'm gonna get into how this bracelet has changed my life. And I'm gonna warn you guys now that it's probably gonna be TMI, but that's okay. So first off, I have a variety of chronic illnesses. I have asthma, I have food allergies, I'm missing a bunch of organs such as my appendix, my gallbladder, as well as my tonsils. The tonsils and the appendix really don't have an interference with my life anymore because they're no longer there. However, the whole not having a gallbladder thing has definitely had an impact on my life, to say the least. I also have what's called Raynaud's syndrome, which essentially is when your extremities, especially your fingertips and your toes, get super duper cold and can sometimes turn purple or blue. There's no cure for it. However, the bracelet has definitely had an impact on that. And when I notice that I'm having a flare-up, if you want to call it, and I'm noticing that I'm turning purple, all I do is go ahead and click the warming side, and I feel the warmth throughout my body. And now we're going to talk about how I use the cooling side. So on November 18th of 2019, I actually had to get my gallbladder out, and I actually have a bunch of videos on that. I will leave them down below in case you're interested in watching them. And my gallbladder issues actually started back in April of 2019 when I passed out one day at school and then had horrific pains in my upper right quadrant of my abdominal area. I went to the hospital, they did a CT scan, they did all these tests, and they essentially told me I was fine, yet I was in so much pain. Long story short, I then fought and advocated for myself a ton with my doctor after every single test they had done had come back that I was perfectly fine. I didn't have gallstones or anything like that, and essentially I just had a gallbladder that didn't work. I went to the doctor and I had them put in an order for a referral to the nuclear medicine department so that I could have something called a HIDA scan. Then I finally got in and had an appointment with the surgeon, and the surgeon asked me what I thought it was, and I was like, well, I don't want to be one of those people who self-diagnoses myself, but I think it's biliary dyskinesia and that my gallbladder's just not working. And this was on a Friday, and he looked at me and he said, nope, I 100% agree with you and we need to take it out. And on that Monday, I ended up having my gallbladder out. For those of you who don't know, there's a lot of after effects of not having a gallbladder. Dealing with the GI system, mostly with going to the bathroom, especially when you've eaten. And there are certain foods you can't eat because they will bother you. Now, a lot of people adapt and can go back to eating a normal diet. My body, however, hasn't. There are a lot of things that I still can't eat and upset my stomach. And when I'm having a GI flare-up like this, I have had instances where I get such bad hot flashes and everything that I've actually passed out. Everything has changed so drastically because of this. I literally press the button for the cooling effect and I don't feel like throwing up. I don't feel like I'm gonna pass out or anything. And if you're someone who struggles with GI issues like that as well, I cannot recommend this bracelet enough, and it will change your life drastically. So that is all about the Embr Wave bracelet. I used to miss out on so much beforehand because of the combination of my chronic illnesses, and it's really crazy to think something as simple as a bracelet could change your life that much. So if you have any of the issues that I mentioned, or you're always cold or you're always hot, I highly recommend giving this a try. They do have a 30-day return policy, so if you end up not liking it, you can go ahead and return it. Also, they do have a payment plan where it is only $25 each month, and let me tell you guys, this is 150% worth the money. If you guys liked this video and liked learning all about this bracelet, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Again, if you do have questions, leave them down there as well. While you guys are down there, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I upload new content regularly and would love it if you would become part of our little family. Also, be sure to hit the bell so that you are in fact notified every time I do upload a new video. I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!